All right. It looks like we're going Facebook Live on NEKY Now and YouTube Live. And I was going to say we're going to throw a little curveball today, but I should say we're calling an off day. So instead of Coach Brian Hoover joining us, we have Kenny Kegley here with us. And he's an assistant football coach at Lewis County High School. We'll get to him here in just a minute. Give you an idea of what's going on. My name is John Holder. This is NEKY Now Live, and it's a little local interest show that we're putting out and been interviewing football coaches. And like for you to join us at our private Facebook. It's called NEKY Neighbors, and we have a lot of fun over there just talking about different topics and what's going on here and there and what our favorite books are. It's all kinds of goofy things. We just have a lot of fun with. So let's see. And today's show, I want to get to this, Kenny, real quick. Today's show is still sponsored by Wade's Washing. And Wade's, we've had a article up there for a couple of weeks now. We're trying to save y'all some money. If you want your house pressure washed, you wouldn't get a better fellow to do it than Wade Adams. And he's got his business all set up. I just want to show y'all that let's see. Wait a minute here. Yeah, there you go. Now, this is Wade's dog, Tater. And you can see by his expression that y'all haven't made him very happy because nobody's called Wade to get their house pressure washed. So let's turn that frown upside down for Tater and make that dog happy. He's a good dog, and he'll smile. He'll let you pet him. He's a sweetheart. But Wade needs some help there. He needs the phone to ring. So y'all make that happen for him. Good weekend to get your house pressure washed. So, all right, let's go back with Coach Kegley. That's enough of that. And we do thank Wade for sponsoring our show for us, and very much appreciate that. It's 606-202-1974. Give him a call. But Kenny, we want to thank you for coming on this morning. Got to get up a little early for this, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Appreciate it. Now let's get into your background a little bit. You're a local fella, but you graduated from Lewis County High School. What sports did you play in high school?
I played baseball, basketball, football, and I played golf for 2 years. So pretty much everything I could.
All right.
Yeah.
Well-rounded.
Yeah.
Well-rounded. Then after your time at Lewis County, where did you go for undergrad?
I went to Shawnee State, graduated in sport management, and then went to Marshall University where I majored in sport administration. I got my master's degree there. Met my wife, and we moved to Ohio for about 4 or 5 years, and we just moved back here last August, and I've been teaching at Lewis County Middle School for the past year and just transferred to the high school this year. And yeah, so we've been back, and it's been the best decision we ever made moving back here. So we're happy to be here. So
now, where's your wife from? Where's she originally from?
My wife is from Boston, Massachusetts. So I met her at Marshall, and this is a far different place for her, but she loves it here, man. She enjoys it, and we bought my grandmother's house. We've been
a little bit of an adjustment there.
Yeah, it's far different, but she loves it.
She's hanging in there. Well, you have a beautiful family. Now, you have a little boy and a little girl. What's their names?
My son's name is Grayson. He'll be 6 in August, and my daughter is Ashley. She's 1. So, yeah.
All right, good deal. And I would be remiss. How's your sister doing? How's Kristen? Hadn't seen or heard from her for a long time.
She's good. She's doing real good. Yeah, she's living in Mount Carmel and married and doing well.
If we grew up around here, I can't think of you without your sister. That's just the way twins are. So I got to ask about her. So glad to hear it, buddy. Now you've come on board as assistant coach. We'll talk about Coach Hoover here in just a second. But now, what is your role going to be as assistant coach for the football team this year?
This season, I'm going to be helping with the wide receivers and the defensive backs.
Okay, so they give you the fast guys in, is that right?
Yes. Yep.
We hope,
Yep.
right? we we hope to pass.
Yep.
And we're going to spread it out a little bit this year. So those guys are going to be active. They're not just going to sit out there and look pretty, split end or flanker or whatever. When we split them out, sounds like we're going to put the ball in the air a little bit and try to get it outside. And I call it spread them and shred them. So I think that offense would be a good fit for our style of personnel. Have you talked with Coach Hoover about the spread a little bit and trying to get it implemented here?
Yeah, we've talked about it, but I think it's going to come down to, you know, who we're playing and how things are going when we're playing a certain team. So I mean, if we're running the ball well, we might run the ball more this week compared to next week. So it's just it's going to vary week to week. And we also need to get started and get on the field and see where we're at and what we have, all that stuff too. So there's a lot of variables that we kind of sitting around waiting to see what's going to happen with all this stuff right now. And get started next
Right.
week and move forward and
Kinda,
see how things go.
you kind of got to tailor that offense. It's one thing I mean, you can tailor it to your personnel. So if you've got the hog mollies in the back to run it, spread them out. You would think that is not conducive to power football, but it actually can be. It just and Coach Hoover's talked a lot about here, getting the numbers, getting the right numbers. If they line up, crowd in the box, we're going to throw it outside. If they try to stop our screens, we're going to run it. So I like what he's got in mind there. It'd be interesting to see him get that implemented. Hopefully, hopefully we'll have good luck with it. Now, you've Coach Hoover's from Ohio and not from around here. So talk about did he recruit you as an assistant coach, or did you go to him, or he come to you, or how did y'all hook up? How did that happen?
Actually, when he got the job, he reached out to some of us that were interested in being an assistant, and I believe the day he was hired, the day after, I met him over at the high school and just sat down and talked, and he kind of gave us a chance to, explain ourselves and what we wanted, and me and him's got along very well from the start, and we have a lot of same ideas and goals and so forth. So yeah, he's been very helpful to us, and he's done a lot of good things already. He's already moving a lot of things forward, and he's got a lot of good people in place. We got a good staff that's going to work hard and hopefully get things going in a good direction. So
I like it that he's got a counseling background. He kind of, it sounds to me, he works with at-risk kids, and for our situation around here, a kid that's going to be 16, 17 years old, he's talked about it. They're a couple of weeks away from the real world, and boy, I'll tell you what, football will give you a call about as good as any sport there is out there.
yeah, it really
You
is.
get knocked down in football, you either get back up, or you can go home to the crying to mommy and daddy, or go over to the sidelines or whatever. But it teaches an awful lot about sucking it up and it out.
Yeah.
I think that's what the coach will. He's looking for life lessons. These first years aren't going to be pretty, folks. I think me, Kenny, and Coach Hoover will all tell you that until he gets his athlete built up from the grade schools and the elementary schools and gets his system in place, we're going to have to give him a little patience and a little leeway to get it built up, because may not be pretty at first, but I think his heart's in the right place, and I think we've got a really good fellow to lead our program.
Yeah, I agree, and that's well said.
Now, you mentioned that they recently lifted the restrictions, and there's been a schedule release. So when's practice going to be, Kenny? What's coming up this month?
Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we've got the meet and greets with the parents and the players, and then after next week, we go right into weight training, which finishes out June, the whole June schedule. The June schedule is on Facebook.
Okay.
You can check all that out there. But next week, we start meet and greet with everybody and hopefully get things started next week. So.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, it was good to see that schedule come up there. And I don't know. I mean, I think everybody's kind of we got to tread lightly, and we've got to, do the right thing and the smart thing still.
Yeah.
But it's good to see sports come back and get to some sense of normalcy. And I'm hoping we can get back to sports. It's just, you kind of, I hate to get used to it, it's like I don't check out ESPN anymore. There's not really anything on there. And then you look up and a couple of weeks have gone by without it. Hey, David Iry's the only thing keeping me going right now is with his show.
Hopefully
And all the Reds and people that he's been interviewing.
Hopefully all this clears up and we start football.
He's done.
Everyone's excited about it, and we take off running, in August.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. I think everybody's kind of looking forward to it. So that's what we'll be doing. So let's go ahead. We'll get to our rapid fire. Let me figure out how to work all this and get you down there. There's that. All right, rapid fire. We got Wade down there. Wade's washing. There's the phone number you need to call. Remember what you did to Tater. Don't forget. Hold on just a second. I'm going to show Tater one more time. Look at this, people. Look at that face. It's not a happy dog. We need some help with the pressure washing. So give Wade a call. 202-1974. We love you, Tater. All right, now right here is rapid fire. We got rapid fire going. All right, you ready, Kenny? You're in the hot seat now, brother. There's some really tough questions here. So here we go. First one, really tough. Nike or Adidas?
Nike. Yeah, I like both, to be honest with you.
Nike.
So Nike.
Yeah, I do too. Does it bug you when they don't match? I have Nike shorts on with Nike. It doesn't bother you. It bothers me. I don't like it. But who cares? All right. Which would you rather do? Coach high school football or referee a college ball game?
Oh gosh. That's a tough question.
I know that would be a tough one for you.
I'm gonna keep both. I'm gonna say both on that one. I love them both.
I'll take the easy out there. Nick, go ahead and talk about your refereeing a little bit. You got a little refereeing background there, and is it mostly you've done football too? Have you done baseball and basketball as well?
I did baseball for 5 years. I've been doing basketball for I think 8 years now, 8 or 9 years.
Wow.
I've been in college for 5 years. Never got into football. I got my football stuff, almost got into it, and decided not to. Glad I didn't, because I got into coaching now. So
yeah, you can coach. That's right. But you also have a different perspective of what those guys are trying to do out there, and that they're not the son of Satan or anything like that. They're just guys trying to call a game and get it right. There's nobody out to get at anybody. So they just shouldn't pay attention to me on Friday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, good. All right. We got another one here. What song do your kids love, but it drives you crazy? You got any of those?
What song do your kids love that drives you? Oh gosh, right now it's a Justin Bieber song my son listens to. It's called Yummy.
Your little girl? Oh, okay.
She listens about everything.
Good question.
My son's been in music now, and he's listened to a lot of different songs, but that's the one that drives me crazy for sure.
All right. What's your favorite day of the week?
Sunday. Friday nights during football season, but please Sunday. I love Sunday. Yeah, spending time with the family and hanging out.
Right.
That's a good day.
I saw you guys get on the course there the other day. It looks like you took your little boy out there. Saw where Sammy snapped a picture of Grace, and that was awesome. You guys started him young, don't you? That's one sport you should start him young. Teach him golf.
Yeah, he was driving off every tee and putting. He was having a lot of fun. So we played 18 holes that day in Greenup.
Good.
He played just about every one of them.
Awesome. I bet he loved it. I bet he loved it. Oh, yeah, exactly. All right. Now this is our featured question on Neky Neighbors. So this will give y'all an idea out there. If anybody's not a Neky neighbor, we'd love for you to join us. We have fun with goofy questions like this, and there's already 4 or 5 answers up there. It's just neat to see what people put. So I've seen every episode of what's that?
Like TV show. I'm not a big TV show person, but I've watched one show that I like right now is the Ozarks. That's a good show. I watched that.
Oh,
I did
yeah,
watch
yeah.
all the Tiger
That's pretty
King
neat.
thing.
Is that Netflix?
Yeah.
Tiger King. That's nut, man. That stuff is nuts.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Netflix keeps us going, doesn't it? I don't know what we do without it. So that's been good.
Yeah.
All right. That's all
Especially
we got,
right
Kenny.
now.
That's the last rapid fire. Huh? Yeah, especially now. So that's all we've got. And I appreciate you joining. Appreciate you coming on. We'll get one last look at Tater there. Tell everybody to call 606-202-1974. And it's a parent meet and greet, Kenny, but it wouldn't be a bad thing if any of the public that wanted to meet the coaches and wish the boys good luck, they could show up out there. It's at the volunteer fire department next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, sounds good.
Absolutely.
All right, Kenny, thanks for coming on. We'll wrap this up. Yeah, sounds good. So visit NEKYNOW.com, join Neky Neighbors. Thanks, Kenny, for having us on, for being on there with us, and hope everybody has a good rest of the week and good weekend. Y'all take care.